The drama begins by introducing us to the central figures of the story, Lin Rain and Wei Wei. Lin Rain is the younger brother, and although 6 years separate them, his heart has long since crossed the boundary of sibling affection. Over time, his feelings have transformed into something deeper and more passionate. Now that he has grown older, he can no longer conceal his emotions, and he makes it clear to Wei Wei that he sees her not as a sister or even simply as a close friend, but as the woman he loves. Wei Wei, however, remains skeptical. To her, Lin Rain still seems immature, impulsive, and unable to understand the true weight of love and responsibility. She brushes off his confessions, convinced that his words come from youthful naivety rather than genuine devotion. Lin Rain, however, refuses to back down. On Wei Wei's birthday, he decides to make another attempt at winning her heart. With great determination, he stops her in her tracks and challenges her to guess what day it is. Wei Wei immediately recalls with mild frustration that it is, of course, her own birthday. The fact that Lin Rain treats it so casually annoys her, yet before she can dwell on the thought, he grabs her hand and leads her into the garden. There, with youthful boldness, he proposes to her once again. Wei Wei cannot help but remember how she used to bathe him as a child, care for him, and scold him when he misbehaved. For her, it feels almost ridiculous to now consider him as a man capable of being her partner. Lin Rain, however, insists that this year will be different. This year she must accept him. But Wei Wei, firm in her convictions, refuses yet again. Lin Rain comes closer, his eyes burning with determination, and begs her to give him a chance. Wei Wei shakes her head and scolds him for being too childish, reminding him that he still has much to learn about controlling his emotions. Unfazed, Lin Rain cleverly argues that if she were to accept him as her boyfriend, she would no longer have to endure her father's constant insistence on blind dates. Wei Wei grows irritated at his persistence and snaps back, reminding him that she has more important things to worry about. She warns him not to speak too freely, for she is on her way to yet another blind date arranged by her father, and if she refuses to go, she risks losing her graduation certificate, which her father has withheld as leverage. Desperate to stop her, Lin Rain pulls a reckless stunt. He eats a piece of candy, despite knowing that he has a serious allergy to sugar. Wei Wei, horrified, rushes him into the house and quickly prepares medicine for him. Yet to her frustration, she soon realizes he had only pretended to swallow the candy. Lin Rain smugly stands, claiming that he has successfully saved her from the blind date and therefore deserves her gratitude. Furious, Wei Wei tugs on his ear, threatening that if he ever dares pretend again, she will force-feed him sweets until he learns his lesson. Their banter reflects the unusual balance in their relationship, a mixture of brotherly teasing, romantic tension, and conflicting emotions. Later that night, the two of them take a walk together under the stars. Lin Rain proudly points out that he has grown taller than her, insisting he is no longer a child and that she should begin to take his feelings seriously. Wei Wei retorts that by proposing to her on April Fool's Day, since her birthday falls on the 1st of April, he only makes himself look more foolish. Lin Rain counters that the date of her birthday is beyond his control, but the sincerity of his heart is not a joke. Wei Wei, still unwilling to let herself believe him, sets a final condition. If he dares eat candy for real, proving that he values his confession over his fear of allergies, then she might begin to believe his words. She dismisses him and tells him to go home, reminding him of his classes the next day. The next morning, Wei Wei's father is once again sending her on a blind date. Lin Rain watches from his balcony as Wei Wei leaves the house, sending her a message and a photo in an attempt to dissuade her. But before he can stop her, she boards a bus and disappears from view. Determined, Lin Rain immediately hails a taxi and follows. Wei Wei's blind date is with a man named Dungji. He takes her shopping, but his behavior soon begins to irritate her. While Wei Wei selects a dress, Dungji embarrasses her by bargaining aggressively for a discount. His stinginess and lack of grace leave Wei Wei unimpressed. Just then, her best friend Ji Young arrives and pulls her away, inviting her to go swimming, but fate has already placed Lin Rain at the same pool. When he emerges from the water, he takes Wei Wei's hand and boldly declares that his love is not a prank. Dungji interrupts, claiming Wei Wei is his fiancée, and a heated confrontation erupts. The argument quickly turns into a physical fight, ending with Dungji falling and, in a childish act of spite, hurling a cake at Lin Rain's face. The sugar in the cake triggers Lin Rain's allergy, and Wei Wei rushes to his side. She scolds him later, accusing him of pretending again, but Lin Rain insists his condition was real this time, though he now feels better. He pleads with her to stop going on blind dates, promising that no one could possibly love her more than he does. In another scene, Wei Wei discovers a drawing in her notebook, a sketch Lin Rain had made for her. Moved, she photographs the drawing and sets it as her profile picture. When Lin Rain notices this, his heart swells with joy, believing it to be a sign that she is finally acknowledging his feelings, even in a subtle way. The The story then takes us to a reunion party where Wei Wei meets her friends. They teasingly ask who her boyfriend is, and she insists she has none. At that very moment, Lin Rain enters the room and boldly declares that she does indeed have a boyfriend, him. Her friends are stunned, remarking on the age gap, noting that he is 6 years her junior. Lin Rain silences them by kissing Wei Wei in front of everyone, proclaiming that they are a perfect match. Wei Wei, embarrassed, excuses herself, but Lin Rain reminds her that he has once again protected her from being mocked. That evening after drinking, Wei Wei leans on Lin Rain's shoulder and falls asleep. He tenderly carries her home, only to be confronted by Deng Ji and his mother, who have come to speak with Wei Wei's father about marriage. Deng Ji's mother insults Lin Rain, accusing him of interfering. In a bold and desperate move, Wei Wei shouts the truth, that Lin Rain is her brother in name only, but they are truly in a relationship. To prove it, she even feeds him sweets, though this time his allergic reaction is real, forcing her to rush him to the hospital. At the hospital, their relationship faces yet more challenges. A drunken boy mistakes Wei Wei for his ex-girlfriend and harasses her. Wei Wei begs Lin Rain for help, but he mischievously demands that she call him sweetheart first. Reluctantly, she does so, and he immediately springs into action, kicking the boy away. The scene escalates until the boy's brother, Ji Chen, intervenes. Later, Lin Rain, still recovering, notices the smell of alcohol on Wei Wei and teasingly complains, showing both his jealousy and protectiveness. Meanwhile, Wei Wei continues to struggle with her father's control over her future. He has hidden her graduation certificate, insisting she must marry through blind dates. Lin Rain discovers her desperation and promises to help her retrieve it, but only if she stops calling him brother. She refuses at first, torn between family duty and her growing affection for him. Tensions rise as Lin Rain also becomes entangled with Li Chen, Ji Chen's younger brother, who begs for help in restoring his deactivated bank cards. Lin Rain manipulates the situation cleverly, but this only deepens the tangled web of relationships and misunderstandings surrounding them all. The conflict with Wei Wei's father comes to a dramatic climax when Lin Rain finally confesses everything. He declares boldly that Wei Wei is carrying his child, a desperate lie meant to force her father's hand. Shocked, Wei Wei's father nearly collapses. Wei Wei is furious with Lin Rain's reckless. Later, Lin Rain turned to his friend and said he intended to go on a date with his sister, albeit in a manner only he could conceive, and invited his friend to accompany him for dinner. He asked for his friend's opinion on the restaurant he had selected, emphasizing that the evening would be an unusual but important event in his life. The scene then shifted to Wei Wei, who was already seated at the restaurant, enjoying her dinner with Jin. Lin Rain arrived shortly thereafter, and upon seeing Wei Wei with another man, jealousy surged within him. He leaned to his friend and said, half-jokingly, that because he had been responsible for his friend's trouble with attendance and had even been scolded by the principal on his behalf, this meal should be his treat. This unexpected declaration caused Wei Wei to feel a pang of jealousy herself, prompting her to excuse herself and head to the washroom. Lin Rain followed, demanding to know why she was dining with Jin. Wei Wei's response was curt. She did not owe him an explanation. Lin Rain, refusing to accept this, reminded her that they were in a relationship, at least in appearance, but Wei Wei quickly corrected him, asserting that their relationship was entirely fabricated. After a brief pause, she returned to the dinner table. Just then, Li Chen, Ji Chen's younger brother, arrived, confronting Lin Rain angrily. He accused him of deception, furious that Lin Rain had misled his brother into believing he had been forgiven. Jin quickly intervened and took Li Chen home to prevent further escalation. Once they were alone, Lin Rain contacted Jin to confirm that Wei Wei was at her home. Receiving confirmation, he promptly went to her house, only to be told by Jin that Wei Wei was sleeping. Undeterred, Lin Rain quietly entered her room, sat beside her, and gazed at her as she slept. Unable to resist, he even snapped a picture of her peaceful face. In her sleep, Wei Wei muttered, "Lin Rain, I hate you so much," a statement that made him pause, bewildered yet secretly pleased, reasoning that at least he had made an impression on her subconscious. The following morning, Wei Wei awoke to find Lin Rain sleeping beside her. He immediately asked why she had called him hateful the night before, wondering if he had made her jealous. She remained silent, quickly rising and leaving the room. Lin Rain continued to question her, seeking an answer but received none. Frustrated yet persistent, he showed her the picture he had taken while she slept, confessing that he had even told her father she had stayed at his place. Wei Wei's eyes blazed with anger as she demanded he delete the photograph, but Lin Rain calmly pointed out that it was pointless. Her father had already seen it. Later that evening, Wei Wei and Jin were at a pub when an overbearing young man approached her, demanding that she drink with him. She refused, but his persistence forced her to act. In a moment of frustration, Wei Wei threw alcohol onto his clothing, prompting him to grab her hand in an attempt to clean the mess. At that moment, Jin returned, attempting to mediate the situation. The man refused to relent, insisting that Wei Wei now had to drink with him as a form of compensation. Jin agreed to drink with him, quickly becoming intoxicated. Desperate, Wei Wei sent a message to Lin Rain for assistance. True to his protective nature, Lin Rain arrived immediately. He decisively intervened, sweeping all the glasses off the table and escorting Wei Wei away. Shocked, she demanded to know who he was and why he was following her. Lin Rain simply replied with his name, and Wei Wei, caught off guard, admitted that he had matured greatly and grown handsome in ways she had not anticipated. Their shared laughter and relief lightened the tension, and together they happily returned home. The following morning revealed a gentler side of Lin Rain. He prepared breakfast for Wei Wei, even leaving a carefully written note to accompany the meal. At the same time, his professor contacted him, inquiring about his whereabouts, prompting Lin Rain to rush to class. When questioned about his tardiness, he gave an awkward explanation involving a stomach ache that he quickly amended to a toothache, earning a sharp rebuke from his professor. Meanwhile at home, Wei Wei discovered Lin Rain's thoughtful gesture and cherished the breakfast he had made. She later found luggage in her room, prompting her to question her father. He explained that Lin Rain had moved in early that morning before attending college, leaving his belongings there, and even requested that she consider setting a date for their wedding. Wei Wei, uncertain, avoided the topic and retreated to her room. As Lin Rain settled into Wei Wei's home, their lives became increasingly intertwined. He acted playfully in front of her father, hugging Wei Wei as if they were a couple deeply in love, much to her father's silent bewilderment. Lin Rain's days at school were marked by his unshakable confidence, though he remained considerate of his friends' stress and assignments. An encounter with some of the campus girls revealed rumors that Wei Wei had allegedly stolen academic reports. Jihan, a friend of Lin Rain, suggested that perhaps someone had hacked Wei Wei's computer and stolen her work. She provided contact information for a skilled investigator, who turned out to be Le Chen. Lin Rain approached Le Chen with determination, managing to gain entry into his house despite initial resistance. He explained the situation, convincing Le Chen to investigate the incident in exchange for help with certain projects. Le Chen successfully hacked into Wei Wei's computer, discovering the date the reports were created and uncovering Deng Ji's involvement in copying them. With this evidence, Lin Rain accompanied Wei Wei to the college, presenting the findings to the principal, who ultimately resolved the matter in Wei Wei's favor, allowing her to continue her postgraduate studies without penalty. Life gradually returned to a more balanced rhythm. Lin Rain participated in basketball matches while Wei Wei and classmates came to support him. Jihan, ever thoughtful, distributed water bottles for the team, and although Lin Rain playfully teased Wei Wei about not bringing one specifically for him, they left together holding hands, enjoying the small moments of companionship. Lin Rain also accompanied Wei Wei's father on shopping trips, navigating the challenges of selecting clothing while maintaining his composure and occasionally clashing in humorous ways. In one light-hearted incident, Lin Rain accidentally set the kitchen on fire while cooking breakfast, only for Wei Wei to douse the flames and scold him for his reckless antics. Dinner together became a backdrop for more intimate moments, during which Lin Rain teased Wei Wei about her reactions and continued to express his desire to spend his life with her. Even as she attempted to avoid him or retreat into exhaustion, Lin Rain persisted, following her with a determination born of deep affection. A dropped key became an opportunity for a symbolic wish, and Lin Rain's wish was simple yet profound, to spend his entire life with Wei Wei. Moved by his sincerity, Wei Wei left in contemplation, with Lin Rain faithfully following her, the bond between them growing ever stronger with each passing moment. Lin Rain sat at home, staring intently at an old photograph of Wei Wei as a child. Nostalgia washed over him, mingled with a deep longing and an ache in his chest that he could no longer ignore. A pang of regret hit him suddenly. "Why did I leave her house and come back here? How foolish I've been," he muttered to himself. His mind raced with ideas until one spark of inspiration lit up a plan. Without hesitation, he gathered his luggage and made his way to Wei Wei's house. Upon arriving, Wei Wei's father tried to block his entrance, his expression stern and doubtful, but Lin Rain was relentless. He barged in, delivering a hasty explanation. The water pipe in his own home had burst, flooding the entire place. It was impossible for him to stay there, he claimed, so he would need to remain at Wei Wei's home for a few days. If it inconvenienced them, he was willing to sleep in the hall. Wei Wei, sensing his persistence, intervened, insisting that she would Later, Dungji encountered Lin Rain again while working. Lin Rain arrived bearing flowers, which Dungji found confusing. When Lin Rain issued a subtle warning that any further trouble for Wei Wei would be met with harsher consequences, he tossed the flowers in Dungji's direction before rejoining Wei Wei. Then, seeking a reward for his efforts, Lin Rain requested a kiss from her, which she refused, leaving him momentarily disappointed. Back at Wei Wei's home, her father warned Lin Rain that little food had been prepared, implicitly restricting him from staying. Lin Rain, ever playful, joked about eating air if necessary, continuing to tease despite the scarcity of food and even water in the house. In an attempt to entertain and challenge her, Lin Rain planned a date to a haunted house. Wei Wei, apprehensive, expressed her fear of entering, but Lin Rain reassured her, emphasizing that everything was staged and harmless. Despite his assurances, her terror was genuine, and she bolted from the experience in frustration. Lin Rain later reached out via message, proposing another date. Wei Wei hesitated, recognizing that he was likely pretending to indulge his sweet tooth with candy, yet she agreed to meet him the next day. The next date took them to a gaming theater, where Lin Rain became absorbed in the games, leaving Wei Wei restless and bored. She threatened to leave, prompting Lin Rain to follow her and insist on accompanying her, promising an unforgettable experience. The situation escalated playfully when Wei Wei blindfolded him and led him into a room full of dogs. Lin Rain's fear was palpable, and he pleaded for release, yet Wei Wei left him to face the challenge on his own. Returning home, still trembling, Lin Rain admitted his misjudgment, and Wei Wei, ever meticulous, collected stray dog hairs from his clothes, promising to display them as a reminder of his fear. Amid these playful antics, Lin Rain's school life continued. He was summoned by his teacher to focus on 2 paintings he had been assigned for a competition. Lin Rain, balancing his responsibilities, left Wei Wei with the dogs temporarily, promising to return. Meanwhile, Le Chen persistently demanded Lin Rain's assistance with a project, citing his prior promise. Lin Rain, overwhelmed with tasks, brushed him off, provoking Le Chen to vow revenge. At the painting exhibition, Lin Rain unknowingly entered the venue organized by Le Chen. Misunderstandings arose, with Lin Rain accidentally spilling a drink on Le Chen and further escalating tensions by breaking his tooth. Despite the chaos, Jing clarified her role as the true organizer, and Lin Rain reconciled, apologizing while justifying his actions. The group then headed to dinner, where Le Chen, momentarily distracted from his anger, complimented Wei Wei, calling her his ideal type. Lin Rain's jealousy flared, but Wei Wei firmly rejected the notion, asserting that Lin Rain was no longer her brother but her boyfriend. Back at home, Wei Wei's father presented her with job offers, advocating for a teaching position, but Wei Wei insisted on pursuing her dream of becoming a doctor, recalling childhood memories when Lin Rain had been rushed to the hospital after consuming sweets. Her resolve remained firm. She would not be pressured into a profession she did not desire. In a touching gesture, Lin Rain decorated a terrace for her, inviting her to attempt hypnosis as they had as children, ostensibly so he could eat sweets with her. However, Wei Wei inadvertently hypnotized herself, falling asleep on his shoulder. Lin Rain, overwhelmed by relief and joy, confessed that he had feared she would grow tired of his repeated proposals. In her sleep, Wei Wei murmured her feelings for him, prompting Lin Rain to gently kiss her. Later, he tickled her awake to reveal the recording of her unconscious confessions, yet Wei Wei remained skeptical. When pressed about her future, she admitted her plans to open a dessert shop, returning her books to her father and asserting independence, much to his chagrin. Her father scolded both of them, blaming Lin Rain for influencing her decisions, but Wei Wei defended him, reminding her father that Lin Rain was not at fault. Tensions arose over past grievances, including reckless behavior in Lin Rain's youth, but he remained patient and apologetic. Later, he stationed himself with a sorry sign at Wei Wei's home, demonstrating his willingness to accept punishment, while she observed, increasingly frustrated yet moved by his determination. The layers of care, love, and playful conflict between Lin Rain and Wei Wei deepened, marking another chapter in their complicated, evolving relationship. Wei Wei's day took an unexpected turn when her phone rang, signaling a call from someone claiming to have sent her a parcel. Curious, she went to retrieve it, only to have Lin Rain spring out from inside the box itself. Startled at first, she attempted to leave, but Lin Rain quickly blocked her path, his voice earnest as he pleaded for her forgiveness. "Please forgive me. I promise I won't repeat the same mistakes again," he implored. Wei Wei hesitated for a moment, then a smile softened her face, and she decided to forgive him. The relief and joy that washed over Lin Rain were instantaneous. He could hardly contain himself. With a grin, he announced that he had ordered an assortment of desserts just for her. Surprised, she asked whether he had somehow known she was ready to forgive him today, and he playfully replied, "Of course, I always know you, my little sweetheart." Later, Lin Rain, in a fit of generosity, treated his classmates to a spread of snacks and sweets. Jihan, noticing his unusual behavior, approached him curiously and asked why he was suddenly being so lavish. Lin Rain chuckled and explained that he was simply happy. He had reasons to celebrate, and this happiness extended to those around him. He even teased that he would do something special for Jihan over the weekend. At that moment, Gang chimed in with news of her own. Lin Rain, eager to share his excitement first, announced triumphantly that he had entered into a relationship. His friends reacted with delight, though Jihan's smile faltered slightly. Observing this, Lin Rain gently teased her, recalling how they had once relied on each other for every challenge in class. "Now that I'm in a relationship, I can't help you as much, but if you like someone, I'll help you impress them," he added, offering his support, though Jihan remained silent. Just as Lin Rain began to bask in his own joy, Wei Wei reached out to him through a message, requesting that he accompany her for a medical checkup. Lin Rain, ever dutiful, prepared to leave immediately, but was intercepted by Lin, who demanded that he assist with the art exhibition. Lin Rain refused politely but firmly, explaining that he was accompanying his wife to a checkup. Lin, bewildered, muttered to himself in confusion. Pondering how Lin Rain could be married when he wasn't even, as far as Lin knew, officially tied down. At the clinic, Lin Rain accompanied Wei Wei, who was anxious that the doctor would discover her deception. She was not actually pregnant. Thinking quickly, Lin Rain devised a plan. He discreetly entered the restroom, seeking a solution, first asking a woman exiting the facilities for her help, only to be rebuffed as she called him crazy. Moments later, another woman appeared, and after some negotiation, and much scolding from her husband, Lin Rain managed to obtain the necessary sample and handed it to Wei Wei for her checkup. The procedure complete, they returned home, only for Lin Rain to be inundated with calls from Lin and Wei Wei's father. Lin, confused and outraged, accused him of falsely claiming marriage and impending fatherhood, mistakenly believing that Lin Rain had broken Jihan's heart. Jihan herself overheard the news and felt a pang of sorrow. Back at home, Wei Wei's father was determined to monitor her carefully, ensuring she did not sneak out to meet Lin Rain. Despite this, Lin Rain called from downstairs, signaling that he wanted to take her out on a date. Wei Wei asked her father for permission to go, assuring him she would be careful, and he reluctantly left, trusting her judgment. Lin Rain attempted to climb in through her window, only to be stopped by Wei Wei herself, leaving him momentarily thwarted. As he was leaving, he encountered Subsequently, Wei Wei attempted to purchase a shop for her new venture, but discovered that her card had been deactivated by her father. Elsewhere, Jihan assisted Lin with organizing the art exhibition, inadvertently creating an awkward encounter when they briefly touched hands. Lin Rain, returning home alone, was questioned by Tyne and Wei Wei's father about Wei Wei's whereabouts and the medical reports. Lin Rain made up a series of excuses about the doctor retaining the reports, but her father's patience ran out. Frustrated, he struck Lin Rain, and Tyne joined in the scolding. Just then, Wei Wei arrived and intervened, protecting Lin Rain. She then learned that her father would no longer provide financial support for her endeavors, prompting her to declare independence and leave the house, ultimately moving into Lin Rain's home. Lin Rain, overjoyed, helped her unpack and settle in. Meanwhile, preparations for the art exhibition continued. Lin Rain, short on funds for Wei Wei's shop, approached Luchan for a loan, only to be teased about the small sum he had. Jihan, acting kindly, offered money, but Luchan cheekily took it from her, prompting a playful chase. Meanwhile, Wei Wei, returning to Lin Rain's home, was noticed by her father, who remarked on how quickly her demeanor had changed after leaving their house. In another thread, Ji Chen called Luchan, claiming an injury to elicit financial help. Luchin used the opportunity to request Lin Rain's assistance in selling a circuit, but the price offered was insufficient. Lin Rain proposed a bike race, stipulating that a victory would ensure full payment. He won the race, securing the funds, and reported back to Wei Wei. At the same time, Tainan Wei Wei's father escorted her to the hospital. Lin Rain stayed behind, and Wei Wei explained to her father that her pregnancy was never real, revealing that the medical concerns were a ruse. Her father, furious at the revelation, realized that all along she had orchestrated the situation cleverly, leaving Lin Rain quietly satisfied that he had helped her navigate yet another challenge. The atmosphere at Wei Wei's house was tense. Her father's voice thundered as he scolded Lin Rain and Wei Wei, demanding that someone take responsibility. "One of you will be punished," he barked, his face stern. "Decide now who will face the consequences." Before either could respond, Tyne arrived, carrying Wei Wei's belongings. "You should be grateful she's not really pregnant," he remarked bluntly to her father. "At least she doesn't have to marry that troublemaker." Wei Wei intervened immediately, her voice calm but firm. "Lin Rain didn't do anything wrong. I needed my graduation certificate, so I involved him in this little drama. I'll take the punishment myself." Lin Rain, however, would not allow it. He stepped forward, shielding her with a protective determination. "Even though Wei Wei pretended to be pregnant, my feelings for her are genuine. Every moment of my life is connected to her," he said, his voice edged with sincerity. Her father, unmoved, turned away and left the room, refusing to acknowledge Lin Rain's words. Later, Lin Rain faced Wei Wei with a solemn expression. "Your father will never approve of us dating, and perhaps you also don't want to continue. Maybe we should separate. For now, we're just brother and sister." Wei Wei looked at him with unwavering resolve and replied, "No, we will start our relationship anew, and this time we won't lie to anyone." She pressed her lips to his in a kiss that sealed her declaration. At that exact moment, Wei Wei's father and Lin Rain's uncle arrived, creating chaos as they began to throw Lin Rain out. "You've misunderstood everything," he tried to protest, but her father was relentless. Lin Rain's shoes were flung out of the house, and the door was locked behind him. Meanwhile at college, Lin Rain's teacher approached him with a request. He wanted Lin Rain and Jihan to perform together at the upcoming celebration party, citing them as the campus's most famous couple. Lin Rain shook his head firmly. "We are not a couple. Jihan is just a friend. I'm already in a relationship," he explained. His teacher persisted, emphasizing their academic and social prominence, insisting they appear on stage. Lin Rain smirked slightly, an idea forming in his mind. "Then this event will require plenty of desserts. We've just opened a dessert shop. If the school orders from us, I'll perform with Jihan." His teacher, impressed by the clever compromise, agreed. Just then Luchin arrived, demanding that Lin Rain handle some contract paperwork. Lin Rain dashed away, teasing Luchin with a joke about a dog lurking behind him. "You believe everything I say, yet you keep falling for it," he laughed, sprinting off. Back in the city, Wei Wei signed the paperwork for her shop, officially taking the next step in her dream. Lin Rain took her shopping afterwards, smiling as he reminisced. "How long has it been since we shopped together?" he asked. Wei Wei pondered and replied, "Probably since high school." Lin Rain's grin widened. "But then I was your brother. This is the first time shopping with you as your boyfriend." When Wei Wei moved to pay, Lin Rain insisted, covering the bill himself. At college, Lin Rain's singing teacher requested that he practice a love song with Jihan for an event. Lin Rain refused, reasoning that it felt insincere to sing love songs without genuine emotion. Jihan agreed, noting the awkwardness of the task. Their teacher, unwilling to relent, gave them another song which they practiced, but Lin Rain admitted afterward that it still failed to evoke true feeling. Meanwhile, Wei Wei was trapped at home. Her father had locked her in her room. She quickly texted Lin Rain for help, and without hesitation, he abandoned practice to rescue her, climbing through her window. Together they slipped out, hand in hand, and left the house. Later, Lin Rain took Wei Wei to an art exhibition to showcase his paintings. They walked together, holding hands, which sparked a hint of jealousy in Jihan. Lin Rain tactfully asked Jihan to guide Wei Wei through the exhibition. When Wei Wei stepped away to the washroom, a bystander commented on Lin Rain's popularity with girls, noting that he was ignoring Jihan for her. Lin Rain's temper flared, ready to confront the boy, but Jihan restrained him. The situation escalated into a scuffle, and Luchin, arriving unaware of the context, joined the fight. Despite the confusion, they managed to teach the instigator a lesson. The grand opening of Wei Wei's dessert shop arrived with excitement and celebration. Amid the festivities, Lin Rain, always energetic and mischievous, set off a firecracker that injured his hand. Wei Wei rushed him to the hospital, where the doctor assured her that the injury would heal within a few days. She scolded him lightly, asking why he had been so reckless. Lin Rain smiled, teasing. "She's not my sister, she's my girlfriend," and with that, they left together. As the shop opened, Wei Wei waited for customers, but the morning passed slowly and no one came. Finally, Lin Rain arrived, chiding her gently for not visiting him. I waited all morning like a loyal dog, he teased, disappointed that their time together had dwindled since she opened her shop. Wei Wei explained her workload, though seeing his discontent, she promised she would come home soon. Lin Rain attempted a kiss, but she pulled back, cautioning that someone might see them. Who else would see us? He teased, and then, relenting, left her side, a faint sadness lingering in his expression. Later, Luchin approached him, noticing his glum mood. Why the long face? He asked. Lin Rain explained that the fight with the boy had caused Jihan's removal from the art exhibition. Luchin expressed sympathy and offered a solution. Since his brother was a shareholder, he could reinstate Jihan's name. Luchin went directly to Jihan, finding her studying in the library. She was initially silent, but when he explained that Lin Rain wanted him to assist her, she allowed him to stay. Meanwhile, Lin Rain approached Ji Chen to request that Jihan's participation be reinstated, and Ji Chen agreed. Jihan was later seen practicing her performance, with Luin captivated by her singing, imagining himself alongside her. When she noticed him staring, he explained that he was there on Lin Rain's request, not out of personal interest, and left gracefully. During this period, Jin visited Wei Wei to discuss a potential investment. An aunt accompanying him remarked on how well-matched Lin Rain and Wei Wei seemed. Lin Rain, overhearing, approached the aunt, bristling slightly, demanding to know where she saw the supposed compatibility. She responded lightheartedly, saying the pair seemed perfect together. Lin Rain, flustered, stormed off in irritation. The college event arrived. Jihan, radiant and poised, was preparing for her performance, while Lin Rain arrived to invite her. A friend of Jihan's, misreading the situation, confessed romantic feelings during a playful truth or dare game, clarifying to all that Lin Rain's proposal was part of the dare. Lin Rain quietly left and the performance began. Wei Wei arrived and joined him on stage as they sang together. Observers whispered about their apparent romance, calling them the campus's sweetest couple. Wei Wei quickly corrected them, insisting they were merely friends. When the song ended abruptly due to a wardrobe malfunction, Lin Rain immediately came to Jihan's aid, carrying her to safety. Spectators speculated that he might be about to confess his love, while Wei Wei, misinterpreting the situation, departed the scene quietly. Upset by her absence, Lin Rain confided in Jihan, explaining that Wei Wei had left without responding to his messages. Jihan suggested that perhaps Wei Wei had misunderstood the situation, to which Lin Rain replied, recognizing that jealousy might be the reason for her departure. Though she had left, he couldn't hide his relief at realizing her feelings. Determined to make things right, Lin Rain called Luchin for advice on buying a gift for Wei Wei. Jokingly, Luchin suggested an absurd dogbone ring, but Lin Rain demanded serious ideas. Luchin then suggested a diamond ring. Lin Rain, lacking sufficient funds, searched for an alternative but struggled with sizes and styles, and even faced confusion at the store with the sales staff, unsure of Wei Wei's ring size. Meanwhile, at the shop, a waitress expressed concern, claiming accidents had plagued the store since its opening, and decided to resign, citing bad luck, leaving Wei Wei to navigate this new challenge alone. Lin Rain strode purposefully into the bustling mall, his mind focused entirely on getting the perfect gift for Wei Wei. He had spent hours deciding on a ring, but uncertainty gnawed at him. What was her finger size? He glanced at Luchin, who had come along to help, and suggested that he try on the ring as a test. Luchin slid it onto his finger, but the moment it reached his knuckle, it stuck fast. Panic flitted across Lin Rain's face, and the sales girl rushed over to assist. No matter how hard they tried, the ring refused to budge. The scene, filled with tension and urgency, soon caught the attention of nearby media cameras, and before long, news channels were broadcasting the bizarre incident. Among the viewers was Jihan, who had just arrived at the mall. She watched with astonishment as Lin Rain, clearly desperate, debated whether he might have to cut Luchin's finger to free the ring. Her eyes widened and she quickly intervened. "I'll pay for the ring," she said firmly. Together, the trio moved outside, trying to solve the problem without causing further embarrassment. As Lin Rain fussed with the ring, Jihan reminded him of another urgent matter. Her younger sister had gone missing from kindergarten. Immediately, he dropped everything to help search, his protective instincts kicking in. Meanwhile, Wei Wei, returning from her shop, noticed a chaotic scene on the street, an ambulance rushing toward the hospital. Her heart leapt into her throat, fearing it might be Lin Rain, but it was someone else entirely. Lin Rain and Jihan had been involved in a minor accident, fortunately uninjured themselves, but a young boy had suffered serious injuries. Without hesitation, they rushed the boy to the hospital. Relief came when Jihan's mother called, telling her that her sister had been found safe, bringing a wave of comfort to the tense day. Later, Lin Rain phoned Wei Wei, his voice tinged with excitement. "You're still upset with me, aren't you? I have a surprise that will make you very happy." But Wei Wei's response was unexpected and piercing. "I want to break up with you." Shock coursed through Lin Rain as he dashed to confront her. "Why are you breaking up with me? This has to be some kind of game, truth or dare, right?" he implored. Wei Wei, firm and resolute, refused to answer. Her gaze hardened. "We're not suitable for each other. I tried to ignore the 6-year age gap between us, but I failed. I want a boyfriend, not a child I have to care for constantly," she declared before turning and walking away. The rejection hit Lin Rain hard. Later that evening, he drank with friends, his voice heavy with frustration. "She didn't even explain why she left me. She's so selfish." Luchin, attempting to console him, said casually, "Bro, girls are like clothes. You just throw them out when they don't fit." Lin Rain's temper flared. "If anyone talks badly about Wei Wei again, I'll remove them from my life entirely." Despite the heartbreak, Wei Wei's concern for Lin Rain persisted. One night, Lin Rain, drunk and despondent, climbed through her window. He tried to kiss her, but she pushed him away gently. "Why are you leaving me? If I've done something wrong, tell me so I can fix it," he pleaded, tears brimming. Wei Wei was about to leave, but Lin Rain's voice broke further. "When I was a child, you forgave me when I made mistakes. Why not now? If you won't consider me as your boyfriend, at least treat me like your younger brother. I don't want to be left alone." She brought him water, but his condition worsened due to sugar mixed in by accident. She rushed him to the hospital, where Lin Rain fell into a serious condition, unconscious for several days. During this time, Wei Wei stayed by his side, tending to him with unwavering dedication until his health gradually improved. Wei Wei's father, concerned, informed her that Lin Rain's parents had suggested treatment abroad due to his severe allergies. Meanwhile, Jihan brought food for him at the hospital. Wei Wei arrived with her friend Zhang, observing Jihan's care, and paused at the entrance to avoid interference. Jihan, noticing her hesitation, reassured her, saying she had come out of genuine concern, and Wei Wei expressed gratitude. Zhang, curious, asked Wei Wei about her relationship with Lin Rain. She admitted candidly, "If I were 20, I might have married him, but at 28, and with him only 22, the age gap is a concern. One day he might resent me. There were other options for him, and surely they would have been better than me," she confessed, tears streaming down her face. Miraculously, Lin Rain awoke, disoriented. "I thought you left me," he whispered. Wei Wei explained that his parents wanted him to go abroad for treatment. "Are you coming with me?" he asked eagerly, but she ignored him. Frustrated, he demanded an answer, but she remained silent. Resigned, he stated, "If I leave this time, I may never return." Wei Wei replied firmly, "That's better for both of us," and departed, leaving him to contemplate the distance and the time apart. Lin Rain traveled abroad, but before departing, he waited outside Wei Wei's window, silently longing for a glimpse of her. She saw him, avoided him, and retreated, leaving him standing alone. Back at her shop, Wei Wei grappled with the persistent ache of missing him, seeing his face in every crowd, yet she focused on her work, gradually launching a new dessert line. Slowly, customers returned, and within 3 months, her shop flourished. Unexpectedly, Lin Rain's college teacher contacted Wei Wei, requesting desserts for an upcoming party. On her way back, she met Jihan, who reminded her of Lin Rain's unwavering kindness from the past, recounting how he had selflessly helped her younger sister despite being allergic to sweets. Wei Wei reflected on his consistent thoughtfulness, her heart softening. Then came the moment that changed everything. Lin Rain returned from abroad. Wei Wei, initially shocked, watched as he approached. Their reunion was quiet yet profound. "I know I never listened to you. You can scold me, beat me, but please don't leave me," he admitted. Wei Wei, pragmatic and careful, reminded him of his immaturity, but Lin Rain's declaration was unwavering. "I'll never get bored of you. You are the most important person in my life. And I'll love you forever," he vowed, sealing his words with a tender kiss. Their love grew deeper, culminating in discussions of marriage. Lin Rain asked about her preference for a Chinese or Western wedding. Wei Wei hesitated, unsure how to broach the topic with her father. Lin Rain promised with a confident smile that he would take the responsibility if she couldn't, but she warned him against it. "I protected you when you were young. Now I want to protect you," he said, pressing his lips to hers once more. Life settled into a delicate rhythm. Wei Wei stayed at Lin Rain's house, wary of returning to her own due to her father's strict stance. She worked at her shop, with her friend Rui occasionally glancing at Lin Rain's photos, still harboring feelings for him. A scandal erupted when Jihan's personal diary, revealing her long-standing affection for Lin Rain, was leaked on social media, causing embarrassment and teasing at college. Lin Rain intervened, reassuring Jihan that their friendship remained intact. Meanwhile, a crisis struck at Wei Wei's shop. A girl suffered food poisoning from a cake. Lin Rain's birthday coincided with the chaos, yet Wei Wei insisted on managing the shop, prioritizing her responsibilities. Lin Rain, realizing the gravity of the situation, found her after a frantic search, taking her aside. She explained the incident and the delay, emphasizing her dedication and frustration at his lack of trust. The next morning, Wei Wei discovered a painting on her wall, a creation by Lin Rain, accompanied by an apologetic note. Forgiveness blossomed in her heart. Later, Jihan delivered a speech at a college function, with Luchin assisting in writing it at Lin Rain's request. Wei Wei arranged another celebration for Lin Rain's birthday, marking the moment with joy and togetherness. Months passed and both Jihan and Lin Rain graduated. A grand college party was organized, and Wei Wei prepared the desserts. Jihan departed abroad for further studies, while Luchin confessed his feelings, promising to wait for her answer upon her return. At the college party, disaster struck as a fire broke out in Wei Wei's kitchen. Lin Rain arrived just in time to save her, proving once more his unwavering devotion. Later, he confronted Rui, who had caused chaos, ensuring justice was served. Finally, the culmination of their journey arrived in a morning filled with hope and love. Lin Rain kissed Wei Wei tenderly, arranging a surprise wedding. A hall was decorated, her father acknowledged Lin Rain as a protector, and Lin Rain professed the depth of his feelings. "The first time I saved you, I realized I liked you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you," he declared. Wei Wei accepted his proposal, sealing their vows with rings and kisses. At last, after all the trials, misunderstandings, and tests of loyalty, they began their life together, hearts entwined, their story ending in a joyful and triumphant resolution.